Hello and welcome to the channel and welcome to another Lost reaction. This is season 4 episode 2. It's called Confirmed Dead. In the last episode, so confused. um, right, I'm not entirely sure what is the present and what isn't at the moment. I'm not entirely sure where the actual focus is, which is going to make it hard to describe what happened in the last episode and how I feel about it. Future. I'll just call it future. Future. Hugo is arrested in a car chase because he saw Charlie in a shop and Charlie's dead. And that sent him, I think, a bit of an extreme reaction, but it sent him a bit off the rails. So, and then he had a series of very strange encounters. First off with a supposed attorney for Oceanic called Matthew something. I didn't quite catch his surname. He said, "Are they still alive?" And of course Hugo referred to himself as one of the Oceanic Six, implying that only 6 people actually made it back off the island. So, which 6 first off, and what has happened to the rest of them. Now at the end of the last episode they kind of split into factions. There was John, who wants to avoid the rescue party and hide from it, and there's Jack, who is actively seeking it, and they kind of split off. But I don't think who survived has anything to do with that, because Hugo followed John and Jack followed Jack. But then he said, "Are they still alive?" Matthew. Then he had an encounter with Charlie, who is dead, and confirmed he was dead. He said he was dead. And he looked good for a dead man. "They need you. They're still there." That's what Charlie said. "They need you. They're still there." And then he got a visit from Jack. "You're not going to tell, are you?" That's very, very strange. What exactly is that Jack doesn't want anyone else to know? And exactly at what point are we going to jump forward to the Jack we saw in the flash forward of the previous season? At some point Jack is going to go off the rails completely. I just, I wonder what that thing is going to turn out to be. Something to do with the island that's twisting things around. And then we have the island stuff. Hugo found the cabin, and then when Hugo went to investigate, looked through the window, we see the oil lamp. We know Jacob doesn't like technology. But then he noticed a picture on the wall of a St. Bernard. Well, it looked like a St. Bernard dog. I don't know if that's important or not. And there was this creaking sound like a rocking chair. And then we saw a man in a chair. And then I got a little bit confused, because we see an eye at the window, and I thought we'd flip the camera and we were seeing Hugo's reaction to what he'd just seen, and then him running away. But on closer inspection it looks like that could have been an eye from the cabins, from inside the cabin, looking back at Hugo. I'm not entirely sure what to make of that. Apart from that, there was a lot of confirmation that Charlie had died. We've seen the scene again. There's various reminders that Charlie's definitely dead. And then to top it off, we get that emotional scene where Hugo actually has to tell Claire. And that was really, even thinking about it, I'm starting to well up, because that was truly beautifully done. Really was well done, and I can see the point of it. Because I'm sure a lot of viewers, when they first saw that finale, having all the fake deaths and Desmond saving him every single time, I'm sure a lot of viewers must have thought, is he dead? Is he really dead? The show's done this before. And I think that episode was, quite heavy on the, yes, he is most definitely dead. And yet this episode is called Confirmed Dead. So I wonder who this is referring to. Is this possibly the person that dies that sends Jack, or that Jack finds out about? But no, that happens a lot later. He's got to go off the rails first before that death. So this is somebody else. I hope we're not going to... It's not going to be about Charlie again. We need to get past that. Only one way to find out. Oh.
Are you getting this? What?
That's the oceanic flight that they found.
It's an airplane. It's Oceanic 815.
But it can't be! But it's definitely not a fake. Oh, that's the guy that parachuted in.
Why are you so upset?
That helicopter was out of control, wasn't it? Oh, okay.
I'm here to rescue you.
Did you say Dan, not Sam? Okay, he's Daniel Faraday.
Dude, what's wrong with you? You're gonna get struck by lightning. Storm's about to pass, Hugo. It's a freaking monsoon. We gotta...
How does he know that?
Let's go. Because, James, we have to make a little detour first. Detour to what?
Always with the detours.
There's a cabin I have to go to.
I thought the cabin was back that way.
What did you say, Hugo?
Oh.
Ah.
I thought you were talking about the airplane cabin.
Uh-oh.
Why are we wasting our time?
Ben
going
knows.
so shacky?
John
Because
knows.
you're supposed to.
Right. Like you were supposed to throw a knife into that Naomi chick's back. You mind telling us who you're getting your orders from, Colonel Kurtz?
I got him from Walt.
Oh, so that was a very, very deep conversation he had with Waltz then.
Why did you bring the gun? This precaution. Precaution against what?
Yeah, he thought you was rescuing people. Oh yeah, just spit it out.
Rescuing you and your people? Can't really say it's our primary objective.
Yeah, here we go.
Then what is?
Infiltration. Ben. We're not going to find out.
It's Miles.
He dead?
Back up, Hanson.
Nope, he's not.
Whoa, Miles! Hands where I can see him! Hey! It's all right. Okay. You're Kate!
They
You
know.
wanna tell me where Naomi is?
Oh yeah, of course, yeah.
What?
Naomi, the woman you killed! Where is she?
How do they know? How do they know she's dead?
You're not doing your grandmother any good staying here, man. Causing her a lot of pain. I want to go downstairs and tell her you've gone. But the only way I'm going to be able to do that is if you tell me where it is.
Where what is?
So where is it? You can go now.
Did it work?
Yeah. You get a refund. Half off. Wasn't as tricky as I thought.
So what's that about?
You remember when she said, "Tell my sister I love her"? Well, she doesn't have a sister.
Ah.
That's what we're supposed to say if we get captured and have a gun to our heads. Like right now, Jack here would say, "Tell my sister I love her." Take me to her body.
How many different languages do you have to read that in before you believe it's true?
How many different languages are there?
That's Zelina? Oh, this episode just got 100 million times better.
Dinosaur?
No.
Not by a few million years. It's an Ursus maritimus.
Wait, Ursus? As in bear?
Polar bear?
As in polar bear.
In Tunisia?
Charlotte, we're in the desert.
Dharma.
Is that a collar?
From the Hydra station. Oh, she's found John.
Well, I've got about a million more questions I want to ask you, but
Uh-oh.
they can wait until we get you back to the freighter. We all got one of these transponders, so if we just sit tight, they're going to be here soon, okay?
What'd you do?
Didn't do anything. Your friend, Charlotte. She's moving.
Fast.
She's moving fast.
Vincent.
Vincent.
Fox got her.
Oh, that was Charlotte, was it? Rebecca Madder was Charlotte.
We're here because of you. I just almost died jumping out of a helicopter because you called us for help.
Maybe we should go see who launched that flare.
Yeah, I mean, they could be hurt, John.
She's lying. And whatever they came for, it isn't us.
You know what? You people do whatever you want.
I want you to come with us.
I'm not asking for permission. And if you think you're gonna bloody stop me from getting to my...
Jesus! Ben?
What did you do, you son of a bitch?
What? Bulletproof vest?
Where's the chopper?
I saw a cow.
Hey. Lapidus, where's the chopper? Where did it crash?
Crash. What kind of pilot do you think I am? I put her down safe and sound right over there.
Yep. Safe and sound, so it seems. But it's small.
So this is the team?
You familiarized yourself with the profiles?
Unfortunately, yes. With respect, these are the wrong people for a mission like this. None of them have field experience, military training. You can't just drop them in unprotected. It'll be a disaster.
They're not unprotected, they have you.
Oh, you're Matthew, aren't you?
There's only so much I can do. What if we find survivors from 815?
There were no survivors.
Yes, I know. But what if there are survivors?
There were no survivors of Oceanic 815.
Oh, I see.
Don't ask questions, just do what you were hired for.
That's what their job is, to ensure that there are no survivors.
This is Juliet. And she was not on the plane. What? You sure?
Why does that
you know
matter?
how many times I studied that damn manifest believing there's no Juliet Burke on that plane? You want to know why we're here? I'll tell you why we're here.
Is that Ben?
Here for Benjamin Linus.
Yeah.
I have information that you need. I I have answers.
Yeah, you had your chance.
The Black Smoke, the monster.
What is it? I don't know.
He really doesn't.
Goodbye, Benjamin.
Her name is Charlotte Lewis.
Oh.
Charlotte Staples Lewis. Here with 2 other team members and a pilot. Their names Daniel Faraday, Miles Strom, Frank Lapidus.
And he knows this how? I know he knew who they were, but...
Your instinct was right, John. These people are a threat. And if you shoot me, you'll never know how great a threat they were.
How do you know all this?
Because I have a man on their boat.
Oh, oh, wow. Okay, this is a tough one. 4 parachutists, Charlotte, Miles, Dan and Frank. Their primary objective, according to Naomi and Matthew are working together to ensure that there's no survivors of the flight. That's the way it seemed. But their primary objective is to get Ben. For something obviously he's done in the past. How these 4 are... Well, they're not connected. The 4 weren't connected. They were just chosen because they're specialists in a particular field. But their introductions were strange. We got Charlotte's introduction, where she finds a Dharma polar bear, or the skeleton of a Dharma polar bear with the Hydra collar in Tunisia. I don't know what that says, that Dharma didn't originally do things on the island. They started somewhere else, Tunisia or other places in the world. Or that they were operating on the island and elsewhere in the world at the same time. Then we had Miles' introduction, where he was exorcising the ghost of a murdered boy's grandma's house. Daniel was crying uncontrollably and for no reason upon hearing the fake news, assuming it is fake. You can only assume it is fake because, you know. And Frank noticed something on the news item that didn't sit right with him and made him suspicious. But how that all fits together, and with Ben as well, I don't actually know. Is Matthew part of... I mean, he said he was something to do with Oceanic, an attorney for the Oceanic flights, but that was obviously a lie. So who is he really? Inconsequentially, we also had Hugo. Now, John knows and Ben knows that Hugo has visited the cabin, but Hugo hasn't admitted it yet. We need him to say what he's seen. I mean, John, Ben and... Well, maybe not Ben. Ben probably does know what Jacob is and stuff. But he doesn't know what the black smoke is. Or that could have been a lie. Ben lies. But John and Hugo need to have a chat about what they've seen in the cabin. Compare notes, so to speak. Yeah, apart from that, I'm not entirely sure where it's going to go now. This is very, very intriguing. It's raising lots and lots of questions, like the outside world, or at least some parts of it, some organisation that Naomi and Matthew belong to, knew that something weird had happened to the flight, and have been Are they anything to do with Penny as well? Maybe. No, that can't. No, that's already been confirmed, hasn't it? That it's nothing to do with Penny. Oh dear. Oh dear. This is going to get worse. This is going to get a whole lot worse. Oh dear. Oh dear. Thank you very much for watching. I'll see you next time. Till then, keep well, keep safe. Bye bye.